Combat pangs. A lanky man in a skin-tight vest leered at you as you entered the bar. He looked like a low-level go-ganger dressed in Black Sun Boys colors. He stepped out in front of you to block your progress. Bars closed on order of the boss. He pointed at the door that you walked in through. Step out of here now. I'm not going anywhere until I have had a word with your boss. He shook his head, defiance in his eyes. No way, you don't talk to Combat Pang, you talk to me, and I'm about out of patience with... You're out of your league, son. I'm here on behalf of the Yellow Lotus. He took a moment to size you up, really examine you, and the bravado disappeared. Hey, I don't wanna... He looked back over his shoulder towards the bar. Boss? A low voice growled out from beside the bar. Fuck me sideways, Jimmy. Have I gotta do everything myself around here? What do I even keep you around for? For the view, I guess. I mean, you like guys in skin-tight tank tops, don't you? Eddie Combat Pang. Combat Pang. The owner of Combat Pangs. And the ringleader of half a dozen Kowloon City Go gangs, the Black Sun Boys included. He leered at you through a mouthful of gold-capped teeth. Pang was a living stereotype. The surly dwarf in the flesh. 10 tons of Napoleon complex in a 70-kilo body. Alright, you won't listen to my boy, maybe you'll listen to me. We are closed, and if you want to keep all your fucking teeth, you'll turn around and go the way you came. What if I don't? No, no way, man. You reopen that kitchen and you do it now. We're here for wings and... wings and breasts and thighs, and we also want the artifact that you stole because fuck you, that's why. You heard the man, Pang. We want chicken parts and an ancient rock, and we want them now. With extra sauce and a bucket of lobster rolls, and a whole fistful of napkins. Wet wipes too, if you have them. He wrapped his fingers against the bar. An innocuous gesture, but it set alarm bells ringing in your head. All around you, gangers begin shifting their positions. Their smiles growing ugly, hands creeping towards holsters. From somewhere in the back of the room, you heard an ominous sound, heavy footsteps, and the scrape of something metal against floorboards. Kitchen's closed, sweetheart. Unless you want to man the oven yourself, chicken's off the table. But if you come back for happy hour sometime, I'd be happy to hook you up. He shifts his gaze to you. Now, if you want the rock, I've got to assume that you're on Chang's payroll. Is that true? Yeah, that's right. You've got her Kong and she wants it back. Afraid you're mistaken on that front. Everything in this bar is mine, Buttercup. Mine. You're standing in my home right now. See all these people around you? They're my friends. And they don't take too kindly to strangers who come in here trying to throw their weight around. Well, would you be happier dead? Is that what you want? Alright, we don't have the right etiquette for any of this. I'm in no mood to spar with you, Pang. You hand the rock over or I'll cave in your damn skull. The bartender fumbled for something under the bar. A second later, there was a sword in his hands, and the entire room was reaching for their pieces. Pang roared out something unintelligible, and the bullets began flying. Ah, that's more like it. So, you don't have any dragon lines here? Oh, that guy has a really big gun, huh? Sunny. I see. A man named Sunny. You improve aim on me. Me. Flamethrower 4. Flamethrower 3. Oh, he's standing on a dragon line. Unbelievable. Flamethrower 2. Guide Shoe. Chop. And gas. Um. Hmm. Grenade. Grenade. The issue is that Sunny's not dead. Alright, Sunny's almost dead. 43. Oh, nice. Pang's jaw dropped as the troll's lifeless body hit the ground. The glowing barrels of her minigun ground to a halt. You killed her, you son of a bitch. I'm gonna paint the bar with your blood. It's over, Pang. Give up, give me the rock, and maybe I'll let the rest of you walk away. The sound that came out of Eddie Pang was closer to a bellow than a word. He was beyond sense, beyond reason. His men flung themselves back into the fray, and the fight continued. Oh, good. Good. What should I do here? Let's get next to this guy. Haha, you suck! Oh, that's not good. So were those dragon lines or were those non-dragon lines? Ow. Ah. Those are dragon lines. But they're like all the way back there. I'm not gonna dragon lines, I'm gonna bomb these guys. Wait, why didn't that hit that guy? Did I screw it up? Crap. 3... Wait, where's Pang? Ah, Pang. Oh my god. Couple of shots on him. Another shot on him. Not bad. Gaichu chop this guy. Spit at him. Alright, so far so good. What should I do here? Is he not in cover? He's not in cover anyway. Cobbit's so bad at this. Cobbit is so bad at... Okay, Pang's dead. Hey, your boss is dead. You guys should stop fighting. Oh, Gaichu is so screwed. Oh, Gaichu is not dead yet. Alright. Flamethrower 4. Flamethrower 3. And I should like heal myself with this a little bit, right? 11 damage on him. What's Gaichu gonna do? Chop him. And then gas. Oh, he just straight up died. Let me heal myself. Generate 6 per round. We wanna hit this guy, right? Is he flanked? He's got light cover. Oh no, he's got magical cover, right. We don't... We can't flank him like this. Ah, Goblin. Alright, at least she hit someone. I'm gonna haste, me. And I will flamethrower 2. Alright, he died. Gaichu survived the battle. Oh my god. Alright. Come on, can we kill him in this turn? Getting there. Isobel. 71%! Oh, there you go. Alright. Good times. Jade Kong. Does this guy have anything? Does he have any other loot? No? What a disappointment. Why do people choose to die, by the way? I mean, he had the option to just give me the thing, but he chose to die. Seems like an awful waste, all of this trouble over a stupid hunk of rock. It's Kindly's rock. That's all that we have to know. Come on everyone, don't want to keep Kindly wait. Something metallic hit the ground at your feet, cutting you short, a canister of some sort. You didn't hear where it came from. By the time that you could process what was happening, it was too late. The metal tube erupted, spraying out a hissing stream of concentrated vapor. In the distance, you could see a group of figures wearing gas masks. Not riot control cops, and not SDU, but official looking, wearing red uniforms. They were already moving in, beelining in your direction. Hold your breath. You sealed your lips shut, but the vapor crawled up your nostrils anyway. It was sharp, with a chemical tang that you could taste in the back of your throat. It made your eyes burn and filled your mouth with saliva. You stumbled forward, struggling to right yourself. It was a lost cause, the world went black. Alright. So why is that necessary? Because, okay, we got captured on a run, I get it. But getting the rock is completely unrelated to us being captured, right? The impound lot. Your words ring metallically off the confinement room's walls. You've been talking for so long, recording all the tedious details of your run, that your voice hums in your ears after you've finished speaking. The single flickering bulb above your head sways in an invisible breeze. Beyond the light's reach, your interrogator stands shrouded in shadow. You can't see his eyes, but you can feel them quietly observing you from the safety of his corner. His silence opens the floodgates to your thoughts, and the questions come pouring in. Were you brought here alone, with the others? Most of all, what do your captors want from you? You finish your story, there's nothing left to tell. It's his turn to talk. What is that? Like, what does the previous run have to do with anything? The troll lifts his audio recorder from the table and clicks it off. He stands in silence for a moment, looming over you, sizing you up. Then he purses his lips and nods. And that's when we picked you up. I'd rather we didn't do the flashback thing. I'd rather we just, like, played through this normally. And not do the flashback thing. The flashback thing seems completely superfluous and pointless. Like, what does that add to the story? It doesn't add anything. That's... Well, the story ended with me getting knocked unconscious. What do you think? You know, as a rule, I don't like smartasses, but you make a fair point. Alright, thank you for recapping all of that for me, Mr. C. Your testimony was extremely helpful. Yeah, don't mention it. And now that you've helped us, it's only fair that you learn something in return. He casts you a sidelong glance. We recovered this at the scene. Take a look and see what we saved you and your team from. He sets the PDA down on the desk, activates it with the tip of his pen, and slides it towards you. Just watch, don't touch. You don't want your fingerprints on this thing. Really? What? Watch the video feed. The feed is shaky. Whoever owned this device must have been panicked, out of breath. You can see people, swarms of people, including the locals that you spoke to on the street. All are carrying bundles of some kind or another, a laptop here, a knapsack there. Backpacks bulging with shrink-wrapped food and bottled water. None of the locals appear to be armed. The camera wheels around and you can see a firing line of police. Oh, alright. The man with the patchy beard is pleading with them, begging to be let through. He says that he isn't a rioter, that none of the people here are. The constable, faceless behind his mask, says nothing. The camera focuses in on a figure behind police lines. Her features are instantly familiar. Chief Inspector Crate. She looks straight into the camera. Then she reaches her hand to her ear and speaks into her comlink. Her voice is loud and clear enough that you can hear it over the PDA's tinny speakers. All teams, you know your orders. Open fire, put them down. An explosion of gunfire fills your ears, the camera spins crazily, and you watch a panoramic view of bodies bursting like water balloons. Faces that you recognize from your trip to Combat Pang scream for help and are silenced. The second volley of gunfire catches the owner of the PDA. You hear him shriek, watch the camera spin dizzyingly. You hear a sickening crack, and the video feed flickers and dies. The PDA goes silent. Without a word, your interrogator lifts it from the table and returns it to its evidence bag. You think that any of this comes as a surprise? The SDU has a reputation. Yes, they do, and under Crate they've earned it. Officially, the Special Duties Unit suppressed the riot, just like they were supposed to. That's the story that all the news outlets are running with. Unofficially, it was a massacre. And if we hadn't pulled you out of there, you'd have been gunned down with the rest. I don't think so. We weren't going that way, Mr. Yang. We were going the other way. Also, it's actually really hard to, like, keep a massacre like that under wraps. I don't... Because we're living in a time, especially, like, in the game, we're living in a time where everybody has a PDA, everybody has a camera. The idea that you can hush something like that up, pretty much impossible. Anyway, but it's not the story, right? Yeah. Why did you show me this? Good question. Let's just say that people at the top have had their eyes on you for a while now. You'll get all the answers you need soon enough. You know, Mr. Yang, I don't like you. If the chance comes up, I will kill you. You understand that, right? The troll stretches, slips his pen back into his breast pocket, and flips his notebook shut. Then he taps a series of keystrokes into his PDA, and the cuffs around your wrist go slack. The lights in the room come up, and for the first time you can see his face, and the badge on his hip, Hong Kong Police Force Standard Issue. A laminated card clipped to his breast pocket states his name, Inspector David Yang. Okay, I think we're done here. You're even uglier than I imagined you to be. What are you charging me with, Inspector? Nothing. You aren't under arrest. You and your team are here as guests of the Hong Kong Police Force, and you're going to remain that way until we tell you differently. In that case, am I free to go? Out of this room? Sure, as soon as we unlock the door. Leaving the compound is a different story. Q and Lam... Chew and Lam are gonna want a word with you, and you aren't going anywhere until you've spoken with them. Chew and Lam, who are they? You'll find out. Right. The door looks solid. You can't see any visible doorknob or latching mechanism from where you're standing. Most likely it's barred from the other side. Wait patiently for the door to open. You step away from the door and wait. Minutes pass, nothing happens. Examine the door more closely. The door is made of heavy steel. It appears to be mounted to a set of tracks at the top and bottom of the door frame, designed to slide rather than to swing open. When closed, it sits flush with the wall. Your best guess is that the room you're in was built in one piece, and the door was later cut from it. Wait for the door to open. You calm yourself and settle back to wait for the door to open. An interminable amount of time later, you hear the sound of muffled voices, followed by a dull thunk. The scrape of metal dragged over metal fills your ears. Hey, you guys could use some grease on the door, guys. The door pops open, but only a crack. A sliver of daylight streams through from the other side.